Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 12th to the 18th of uh, June. Yeah, I believe it's June. All right. Let's see what's going on for you guys then. For Taurus, please. Okay, you have two. All right. I do get this vibe that you're going to have to start again with something, or with whatever life is throwing at you. It's really good to have a very curious mindset, not to be very closed off, not to be judgmental, not to kind of jump to conclusions, but to be very open, because it may not be as it seems. Whatever your perspective is right now, it may not be as it seems. And it's not in like a very suspicious kind of way, although for some of you might resonate it with it like that. But Taurus, the kind of vibe I'm picking up on mainly is, if you're rejected from some place, for example, or you're going through some extreme pain, or a difficult situation, then it's like this period is almost over. It seems like you're going to be in it forever, and you're really feeling down and stuck in that one energy, but it's almost like things are changing, things are shifting, things are not going to be this way forever. Like, it's not as it seems. It may feel like that, it may seem like that, but it's not. Something is going to come from this. So to have this kind of deeper understanding, this beginner mind, which is your oracle card for the week, is this porcupine spirit, time for a beginner mind. Okay, so you could be going into some form of education at this time, or again just a new chapter where you're like, the full card is there as well for you guys, Taurus. It's kind of like taking a leap of faith, doing something new, being on a new journey, even if it's not one that you've chosen. It's about being curious. What can I learn from this situation? What can I gain out of this new path? Because your other one, you have 2 8s here, by the way. We have Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. Some of you could have hazel eyes, okay? This card never really jumps out. I never noticed the eyes. But Bobcat Spirit says life is a mystery. And that's what I mean. Like, time for a beginner mind and life is a mystery is almost like that you're beginning a new path. And I think there's going to be a lot of joy down this new path. But in the beginning stages where you're having to push yourself out of your comfort zone, when you're going through such transformation, it can be very difficult to see that. So it's kind of like you never know what you're going to get down this new path, so just be patient. All right, overall energy, please, for Taurus. Absolutely. Current energy, please. Ooh. All right, well, something's definitely come to some sort of end. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Swords, which is known for completion, an ending of something. The Ten of Swords, as you can see, is someone who has all these swords in their back. It's an ending of that kind of chapter. We have the Tower card here as well, which just kind of initiates the same kind of message here with the Tower. It's a separation, it's a falling out, it's a sudden event happening that can cause a lot of destruction. You also have the Four of Swords, so this could be a reference to maybe you need to take a break, okay, when a situation happens. The Tower card with the Four of Swords is something out of your hands has happened here, something that may have been very painful to you with all these cards coming in. The Four of Swords is making sure that you do have a break when you need to, looking after your health, your mental health, and stuff like that is going to be very important for you. Some of you may have like lost a job or lost something. I kind of get the word loss here. So it's kind of this Four of Swords is asking for you to take that break, like take that break when you need to, because something has come up in your life that's been quite, well, when the Tower and the Ten of Swords is there, things won't go back to that scenario. So whether it's a breakup, whether it's a job, it's kind of like, okay, like how am I gonna start again? You do have the Two of Pentacles though coming in for you. So what seems to be in your energy here, Taurus, is that you're having to multitask a lot of things, having to juggle a lot of things. Maybe you're having to make a lot of decisions since this Tower card has happened. I might try and clarify what this Tower is. The Four of Wands. It may have been like an engagement for some of you. Okay, this could have been a relationship, but the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands, this is kind of bringing in maybe... It definitely feels like a falling out or a loss of a person here is what it's coming through as with the Two of Swords. Either a very difficult situation, a very difficult decision, The Four of Wands is usually an engagement card. So for this to clarify the Tower. Okay. Well, I do kind of see you recovering from this with the Four of Swords. There is a deep need for healing, but the Two of Pentacles is almost like once you're rested and once you're focusing on your health and that, I think you're also going to be multitasking in a lot of different things. Yeah, with the Star card, again, it is a card of healing, but it's kind of like wish fulfillment also. So you guys might be trying to like make a dream come true, even though something has kind of falling apart here. You're focusing on moving forward. Maybe for some of you, with the Tower and the Four of Swords, you might just take a break from a person because a relationship or a situation is getting too much for you. So when that ends, there is an opportunity moving forward in this new path of making your dreams come true. And maybe you didn't realize it, but maybe a relationship was holding you back, or maybe a certain environment was holding you back. So there is this element here, once something falls apart, there is a lot of happiness that comes through. Of course, not to do with that Tower, not to do with whatever the situation is, but it's like what you make of it, Taurus, is actually going to be very great for you. For some of you, if you want to be, this is really good for being in the spotlight with the sun and the star. So for some of you, if you want to be known, and this is a really good combination, but this is a really good combination of success, wish fulfillment, happiness, healing, contributing to people, because this is Aquarius energy. We also have Leo here, so this could definitely be very good. Having fun, there's a good energy coming from this, but it does come from this shakeup. It does come from this need for a break and need for a timeout that gets the ball rolling almost. All right, what's the challenges for this week? Two of Swords. All right, difficult decisions to be made, having to make a head over heart decision. That's what's coming through. But there is success with this. You might be lacking some confidence in the beginning, but I do see that coming back for you. Here, Taurus, we have the Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So this coming up is your challenge. You could be dealing with a Libra, but you don't have to be. The Queen of Swords is just having to make a very difficult decision, having to rule with logic rather than your heart space. When your heart is wanting one thing, but you need something else, it can be very hard to make that kind of decision. But Two of Swords is something that you might have been contemplating for a while. Okay, now is the time that you're making it. Two of Swords with the Queen of Swords. Maybe for some of you, someone might not be speaking to you at this time, or there is a lack of communication with somebody. I don't know, that could be you. If you're representing the Queen of Swords, you just, might not be willing to talk, or someone's not willing to talk. You might not be willing to make a certain decision, but again, the Two of Swords being here and everything else just tells me that you will make a decision in the end, or maybe the decision will make itself for you at the end of the day. You have the Six of Wands, but this is coming up in your challenge position, okay? So this is a card of triumph and victory, but there might be some challenges on actually being, getting up on that high horse and actually claiming victory with something because of some sort of loss here, okay? What's the advice for Taurus? The Devil, Queen of Cups. What's the advice for Taurus? Two of Wands. So, Queen of Cups is a very good energy, by the way, when it's by itself. In terms of advice, again, it's really good to acknowledge your emotions. Don't go shoving them underneath the carpet and, hoping they don't come up. Just because you have to make a logical decision head over heart doesn't mean that you pretend this is not happening. It's really good to address it. And something I always tell people, and something that happens for me, and it really works for me, is when I know I need to make a logical decision, but I'm having a lot of emotions because I'm a very emotional person, I like to, and there's confirmation there for you, I like to kind of talk myself through it. Like I am almost this logical being, or maybe my mother self, don't know. But I'm kind of from a higher perspective speaking to that emotion, like speaking to that emotional self, understanding it, giving it the, understanding, but pulling it out of that and saying, okay, you might feel this way, but we can't let that overwhelm us, etc., etc. Because we're at the Devil here with the Queen of Cups. It does bring in a little bit of codependency, but the Devil is not always bad. But in this case with the Queen of Cups, it represents something that's might be holding you down or holding you back. It can be a temptation card. And with this energy, maybe it's a specific person, maybe someone's codependent on you, or we might be having a negative outlook to the emotions, and that could be what the devil is. There's no need to shame our emotions or our heart space. So your advice with this combination is to not allow emotions to hold you back, but to make sure you acknowledge them. Sometimes that can be freeing. There could be a lot of responsibilities that you're having to deal with around this time. So with this kind of combination, what I would say for you, Taurus, is again to make sure you're acknowledging your emotions. Just because I wonder if you can hear my neighbors banging in the background, but the Two of Pentacles is the card of multitasking, is a card of having to deal with things. Maybe you have, bills to pay. The devil can represent, kind of structure and companies and governments and stuff like that. It can represent things that kind of have a hold on us. So whilst you're balancing some things, we do have that wave in the background that asks you to make sure you are also prioritizing your emotions also. So that would be your advice. You have the Two of Wands though as well. You have a lot of twos during your reading also for you, Taurus. So it is a card of partnership. Even if the partnership is between you and the universe, but it's also a card of choices and decisions. So Two of Wands is thinking about the future, and your advice here is to not allow your emotions to overwhelm you or hold you back when thinking about the future. Okay, what you're wanting and desiring deep down with this card is expansion, is new experiences, is understanding that okay, I've done a lot to get where I am today, and I enjoy it and I'm proud of it, but there is more things that I want to conquer in my life. There's more things I want to achieve. So it's about actually understanding what is it that you want more of in your life. With the devil, be careful of greed, of course, because that is one of the, things that can come through with the devil. But the Two of Wands is saying that the world is your oyster. At the end of the day, you can have anything you like, as long as we're not doing any of the temptations for it, if that makes any sense. Or the devil is restricted, limited energy. So just make sure nothing's holding you back either, okay? But yeah. All right, so it's kind of giving in that, time for a beginner mindset. This makes sense with the Two of Wands because it is almost like you're starting fresh. Like you can feel it, and maybe you have been feeling it for a while. For Taurus, please. I'm hearing best friends. Don't know why. All right, for Taurus, please. This deck is a bit difficult for me today for some reason. Oof. Okay, we have this combination showing itself to me first. We have Flute and Casket here. Disappointment in a friend or lover, someone going out of your life, or the end of a situation. We then have Handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important, all right, this week. We have Tulip. All right, so what's coming into your life is some great passion, okay? But it does initiate some end of a situation, all right? Oh, this one is here also. Bag, something important such as new job or a raise. So some of you could be coming across some sort of money or inheritance here, okay? Or some sort of new job, which could be the beginning of this new journey for you. Alrighty, Taurus. Well, I hope the reading helped in some way. I wish you guys all the best. I love you guys, and I hope to see you guys next time.